Hello everyone, I'm Nam Kao, and today for our final assignment, I will be talking about the Divine Comedy of Dante, which describes Dante's journey through hell, purgatory, and eventually heaven. I originally wanted to draw 9 circles of hell in a whirlpool style because, according to his drawing of hell, the Italian poet Dante Alighieri laid out hell with his work. Each circle of hell laid out represents a particular sin: limbo, lust, gluttony, greed, anger, heresy, violence, fraud, and treachery. Each circle has their own visual topography with individual structure, geography, weather, etc. But I decided to go with the Crusader Knight because the image of the protagonist undergoing an epic journey through 9 circles of hell, filled with monstrous beasts and condemned soul, does sound fantastic. I took much inspiration online from a game, along with some other sources, that the knight had the cross on his chest piece with a big sword, or a scythe, as I have chosen to draw in this case. The scythe represents inevitable death, since they say the Grim Reaper carries one to reap human souls, even ours eventually. But each lost soul leaves space for another to bloom. So the scythe really also symbolizes justice. It's usually avoided from many religious artwork because they represent bad omens. But I think the scythe is an exceptionally powerful weapon, capable of mass destruction, so I would say it's even tailored for our Crusaders Knight's journey. Knights in a day were often depicted wearing full body armor, a full head helmet with robes, shields, and the chest piece carrying the Red Cross symbol of Christianity. So their overall proportion is a little bit more bulky than your average Joe. But I imagine my knight, in my mind, would look a little bit more nimble and active. So I did it by stripping off some of his armor, but maybe not so much that he would be defenseless. So it looks a little bit more modern than the usual. The knight stands relaxed but alert. He is resting on a pose known as contrapposto, standing with one leg relaxed while leaning on the other leg, giving the torso a slight S curve. It's a really good stance, and I took this inspiration from the statue David of Michelangelo, an Italian sculptor, also from the Renaissance era. I also put the leaf ring on his helmet as a homage to the poet Dante, because he had the same leaf ring on his head. His eyes, though, are something that I wish I could bring more soul to it, because they're supposed to look to the distance, far away to the horizon, providing a sense of maybe despair, exhaustion from going too long, but also shows determination and strength to carry it out. That's why I don't also draw any flora to the picture, simply because his journey changes too radically from one circle to the other, to the point that it's really impossible to combine all 9 circles of hell in one picture. The Divine Comedy represents a man's journey of soul towards God, with Dante's Inferno describing the recognition and rejection of all major human sins. And lastly, I'm a terrible drawer, so I cannot make some details look really realistic or more intricate, but I really had loads of fun trying to draw something up, especially considering I haven't drawn a single thing since high school. But I am a decent talker, meaning I can back my drawings up with my words, and I'm really proud with how my work turns out, inspired by the images and the movies that I have watched since I was a kid. I know my Crusader Knight is not really historically correct, but the whole idea of Dante's Inferno is just poem. It's just in his mind, not really any documents or anything realistic. So I really just let my mind flow and let my pencil go. And Thank you for listening to my presentation. I wish you have a wonderful time here.